everyone. Welcome to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse for the volleyball matchup between the 8-6 Beverly Panthers and the 6-5 visiting Everett Crimson. I am Alex Luco, although it's said in the graphic previously that the announcer would be Carly Peterson. I apologize if you were expecting that, but I am Alex Luco and not Carly Peterson. Everett Crimson coming in at 6-5. They were one of the teams that came over from the GBL when they merged with the NEC and the majority of sports in the NEC. Haven't seen them play volleyball in the 5 years I've been doing this, so this is a virtual unknown. Virtual unknown also because the roster was unavailable. So a lot of unknowns here. Watching them in practice, they seem to be a formidable opponent for this Beverly team, but this Beverly team's been clicking. They're 8-6 right now. They've been on a roll. The front line on this team is unmatched, I think, in the NEC. It's led by Sprague, who actually leads the NEC in total blocks with 112, according to Max Preps, and Kate Mulligan just behind her with 99. They actually have the top 3 spots with Katie Noonan with 56 also, and 4 of the top 5 with Maddie Cassidy rounding out the top 5 in blocks with 43. Again, I apologize for not having the Everett roster in front of me. Do the best we can to keep you in the loop with things. Beverly sending out their Noonan, Sprague, Mulligan, Cassidy, McGarrigle, and Gebhardt. Also Snow out there, the libero, along with Sydney Wiley. Wiley will be serving to start this first set. Serve from Wiley. Everett returns it on the third attempt. Wiley will set it up for Gebhardt. Gets it past the block from number 15, and that's a quick point for the Panthers. 1-0 Beverly lead quickly in this first set. Good job by Gebhardt, getting it past the double block attempt, and it's going to be an ace there for Wiley early in the first set. So her service quickly off to 2 points for Beverly. This Everett team does have a bit of height, but we'll see how they fare with this seasoned Beverly team loaded with juniors and seniors. Snow's there. Wiley will set it up for Cassidy on the outside. Third attempt returned, and that's a rocket from number 15. Point Everett, their first of the first set, and number 15 did a good job of getting up there and striking that one down. It was after she had a failed block attempt to give Beverly their first point of the first set. Serve, McGarrigle kept up nicely by Wiley, but it couldn't be sent over by Beverly, so we're tied at 2 here in the first set. Second serve for number 11 on the Everett side. First touch by Cassidy. Wiley does a good job of trying to get over to the scores table, try to keep it up, but Everett will take their first lead of the first set, 3-2. Again, Everett, a relatively unknown. According to Max Preps, they've beat some pretty good teams, but they've also lost to some pretty poor teams, and that's going to be, I believe, Mulligan at the net. Credited with that kill. Tied at 3 in the first set, as Noonan will enter for McGarrigle. Serving will be Maddie Cassidy. And it's going to be an ace. 4-3 lead for Beverly early in this first set. Cassidy, one of the leaders on this team. Another jump serve, first touch by the libero. Third attempt has to be sent over. Miscommunication, but the libero gets it over. Wiley, it's going to have to be Gebhardt. She pushes it over with 2 hands. Kept up nicely by the libero. Another attack for number 15. That hits the net, falls to the ground. Point Beverly. One of Everett's strengths is clearly the power and size of number 15. Another serve from Cassidy. It's going to be another return from Everett. First touch by Noonan. Wiley will set it up for Gebhardt. Set up for the middle, number 15. Take another whack at it. Snow hit it. Rolled off the fingertips. So another kill there for number 15. 5-4 Beverly lead in this first set. Wiley for Snow. She sends it over. Good job by libero trying to keep it in play, but too far away from her to really get there as Sprague enters for the libero Snow. Serving now will be Mulligan. Going to be sent over by Everett. Cassidy's the first one there. Wiley will set it up for Noonan on the outside. Good power there, but it's returned by Everett. Setting it up for Gebhardt is Wiley, and that's going to fall for a Beverly point. 7-4 lead for Beverly. Mulligan will continue to serve. And he set up for number 15. She gets up there, but couldn't get the leverage she wanted. That sails far. Beverly extending the lead to 4. After watching this first set unfold a little bit more, I think it's clear Beverly should take this in 3 straight sets. No excuses if they don't. This is a team that they should run through, given the talent that Beverly has. Noonan. Good power there. Returned. Wiley for Noonan. Good adjustment there. Nice dig there by Noonan, but it goes out of play. Good effort to try to keep it up. But number 15 for Everett caught that Beverly front line off guard. Clearly is a bright spot for this Crimson team. She is now serving. Her team trailing 8-5. And a rocket serve. As soon as that hit the net, that just died down. Nothing Snow could do about that one. Wow. A lot of spin on that. Another good serve there. Cassidy keeps it up. Wiley to Sprague. Set up for the outside. Snow's there. Wiley sets it up for Sprague in the middle again. It's going to be returned. Hits the net, falls down. Back to Beverly. 9-6 they lead now as the libero enters for Everett to replace number 15. Serving will be Julia Gebhardt, the Hamilton Wenham transfer. That's done a good job for this Beverly team, but that serve will sail into the net. Serve from Everett. First touch by Cassidy. Wiley keeps it up. Gebhardt will punch it over. Return from Everett. Snow's there. Weird play at the net. Noonan does a good job of trying to keep it up, but she steps over that line. Always weird having that come from the backside, not knowing if it's going to go over the net or not. Having a charge just in case. 9-8 Beverly lead in this first set. Noonan going for the battle with number 18 at the net, but that's won by Everett. Tied at 9 here in the first set. 3 straight points for the Crimson. Cassidy. Wiley will set it up for Noonan on the outside. Nice play by the Crimson as they get it over in 3. Wiley at the net. She sets it up for Spray. Gets it past the double block and finds some paint. 10-9. Beverly regains the lead. Noonan now serving. It's going to be an ace. Point Beverly. Noonan's second serve of this service. Catching the entire Crimson team off guard there. Another point for Beverly. Noonan trying to build off this confidence from her first 2 serves of this service. Without number 15 in there for the Crimson, Beverly trying to take advantage of that, and return error from number 9 on the Crimson. So just like that, after 3 straight points for the Crimson, and when they tied it at 9, Beverly comes back with 4 straight of their own, led by this service from Noonan. They're going to go for 5. Cassidy rears back and gets it done. Had it dig right back to her. Instead of setting it up, you saw her adjust mid-play. Saw that whole back line charging up. She reared back and buried that one home. Another point for Beverly. This service from Noonan keeps going. That's the 5th serve, going on 6 now. Seemed like this Panther team just needed a few volleys to really adjust, and that's going to be another point as there was miscommunication from that back row. I believe it was number 7 and number 8. And it's going to be another ace. And head coach John DeBaso has seen enough. He's going to call a timeout after Beverly has put 8 straight points on the board against the Crimson. Service from Katie Noonan, totaling 7 serves. We're now on the 8th. 8 straight unanswered points for the Panthers. It's clear that this Beverly team is far superior. Crimson out of their timeout huddle already. Coach Padavani still talking with her team.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Snow leading the breakdown out of the huddle, as she always does. 17-9 Beverly lead in this first set. Katie Noonan Serving for the 8th time in this service. She's got a few aces. See if she can get a couple more. Has to be sent over. Snow gets it done. Set up for the outside. Noonan right at the net. Tough play for Sprague and Wiley. They couldn't get it done as that return, I believe it was from Noonan, hit the very top of the net and just trickled down. So 17-10 lead for the Panthers still. Snow. Wiley sets it for Cassidy on the outside, and that was a rocket. Libero couldn't do anything about that one. Snow with the serve. Battle at the net. Mulligan wins the first one. She'll go for the second as well. And a third time, and she finally gets it done, it seems, and she does. 3 straight attacks right at the net, trying to take on the whole Crimson line herself. And third time's a charm. Snow still serving. Her team leads 19-10. Another misplay by the Crimson. 20-10 lead now for Beverly. Beverly running away with this one. Would say this is Beverly's best played set of the season, but given the talent of this Crimson team, this is something Beverly should be doing as Snow collects that ace for her team. That one's going to sail out of bounds. The libero for Everett will start her service. Good serve. First touch by Cassidy. Wiley sets it up for Snow. Seemed like she was trying to go to the outside, but misplayed it. Almost kept up there by McGarrigle after Gebhardt dug it out. So 2 straight points for the Crimson. Another serve. Cassidy. Wiley sets it up for Mulligan. Number 15 back in there after a rest on the bench, and Mulligan and number 15 going at it. Both girls getting some shots in. They're going to be battling again, and it's won by Mulligan or more the net as number 15 tried to just loft it over underhand style, but that one right into the net. So serving will be Wiley. She started this first set with her service, and she'll look to end it. Her team just needing 3 points to get this first set win against the Crimson, and she gets the first. Serving again is Wiley. I believe that one stayed in. It's going to be called in. Nice ace there by the Beverly setter, Sydney Wiley. It's going to be set point here for the Panthers. As I said before, Wiley started it with her service. She'll try to end it. Can she do it? And it's going to be prolonged. At least one more serve. So that one sails back. Serving will be Everett. Serve from number 11. That was a good serve. A lot of spin on that. Not often opponents buckle the knees of the libero Snow, but that one had quite a bit of spin on it. Another one. McGarrigle's there. Wiley sets it up, or bumps it up, excuse me, for McGarrigle. Bumped up for number 15. She bumps it over. McGarrigle. Wiley. This one's going to have to be Snow. Actually, it's McGarrigle who sends it over. Set for number 15. Her attack. Too much for Wiley. That one went off her shoulder. And number 15 on this Everett team, I really wish we had a roster. I'd like to give her props. This is probably the most powerful attack we've seen in this gym this year. Doesn't even look like she's getting a lot on it, and it's still a rocket. Doesn't get high off the ground. She doesn't need it. She's got those long arms, already tall. Has to be at least, I'd say, 6'1", 6'2". As Cassidy sends a rocket to end the first set. 25-15 first set win for the Panthers. We'll be back after a few commercials.
You are watching BevCam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
And we're back here at the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here at Beverly High School for this matchup between the Beverly Panthers and the Everett Crimson. Again, the Crimson, rather unknown coming into tonight. They came over from the JBL with a few other teams like Malden and Medford. And Beverly has really handled them pretty easily there in that first set. It was 25-15 the final score, and that's closer than even what it was. There was at one point Beverly went on an 8-0 run led by the service from Katie Noonan. Was ultimately ended by an attack from Maddie Cassidy. That was a rocket that got past the back row of the Crimson. There's one thing to be said about this Crimson team. That's number 15. Don't have a roster in front of us. Not a lot of information on this team, but it's very clear she can play. By far the, I want to say, the best attack we've seen in this gym so far, even given the talented attacks from this Beverly team all season long, like the ones from Cassidy, from Mulligan, Noonan, all those girls respectively. But number 15 definitely has the power that we used to see back when Peabody would come here, and it was Carolyn Skokie, the Red Rocket from Peabody High School, come in and light this gym up. It's very reminiscent of that. She's got the size, she's got the athleticism, and it looks effortless to her, really. About 40 seconds away from this second set. As I said, during that first set, Beverly, this is a team that you've got to beat. You've got to beat this Everett team. You're definitely better than them. They have one bright spot. Beverly has 6 to 8 of them. Beverly was already clicking the past few games, and now that they're getting Mariana Ellis back on the court, as I was saying, now that Mariana Ellis is back on the court and healthy, assuming she was injured, that's just a boost for this Beverly rotation that was already short. I mean, we've talked about this. Coach Padavani usually not going with a big rotation historically, but this year it's been a lot. It's been a lot more than we've been used to seeing. Along with the 6 girls that are on the court right now, in Snow, Ellis, McGarrigle, Wiley, Cassidy, and Mulligan, Noonan is heavily involved, as she usually is. Sprague also, and Gebhardt and Barrett. So at times, this team, where it used to be a 7-girl rotation, at times now you're getting 9, 10 girls in very quickly and very rapidly. It's not something we're used to really seeing here at Beverly. And might have something to do with the I don't want to say lack of talent because these girls have worked really hard, but it's been a while since we've had a team this deep here at Beverly High School, and that's something to be excited about, and I'm sure Coach Padavani knows it. Mulligan. Sent over by Everett. Wiley sets it up for Cassidy. She's just going to drop it, and that's a savvy move. She saw the double block coming up against her, and she just drops it over just like a rainbow, shooting it like Sean Marion. 1-0 lead for the Panthers as Noonan comes in for McGarrigle. Wiley to serve. Sent over on the third attempt. Wiley keeps it in. Ellis. And Noonan sends it over. Set up for number 15. Here comes a rocket. Snow. Good job of staying put and keeping it up in the air. Bumped immediately back over. Good play there by Mulligan, trying to catch the Crimson off guard. Another attack from number 15, and this one finds paint. 1-1. The Crimson want any chance of stealing a set or two from this Beverly team. They need that girl right there, number 15, to play like that. Snow keeps it up. Tough play as Wiley was charging towards the net and tried to keep it up as well as Mulligan, but Everett takes a 2-1 lead. I believe this is their first lead of the match. Served by number 11. She had that couple good serves there towards the end of that first set, but that one hits the net. She knows she just missed it. So we're tied here at 2 as Cassidy will start her service. Cassidy with the jump serve. One sails just too far. Snow. Wiley sets it up for Ellis on the outside. This one hits the net. So quick 2 points for the Crimson. They lead this second set 4-2. Ellis, Mulligan, Snow sends it over. Past the dig of the other libero. Beverly back on the board. Serving now will be Mulligan. Great play there by Snow. Sent over on the third attempt. Cassidy, Ellis, ultimately sent over. Attack for number 15, sent right back. Sometimes that's all you're going to be able to do if you're Beverly. Just get in the way and hope it doesn't trickle off you. Noonan, the attack, adjusted in midair, gets it down. 4-4 now. That was a Noonan bomb. Mulligan continuing her service. 15 past the block of Sprague. Sprague leads the entire NEC in blocks, unofficially according to Max Preps. That's not easy to do as number 15 will start her service. Crimson up 5-4. Kept up by Ellis. Noonan right at the net. Sent back, and a lot of confusion there. The Everett front line. Number 9 and number 18. So we're tied here in the second set. Tied at 5. Beverly leading 1-0. And the first set really started out like this as well. Both teams really feeling each other out. And Beverly ultimately running away with it. 25-15. And it wasn't even that close. Going to be a point for Everett, though, getting past the block of Sprague. That's 2 in this second set as McGarrigle will come in for Noonan. Serve from number 7. That one hits the net, right back to Beverly, tied here at 7. Back and forth second set at the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse. Serving now will be Ellis. That one looked like it was going to sail a little too far. The Crimson might have helped out the Panthers there. Good attack from the back row by the libero. Cassidy going to come with a bomb. That one sails a little far. Back and forth, another lead change here. Serving now will be number 18. Her serve just barely sails out of bounds. Good call by Ellis there not to go for it as Snow will serve and Mulligan enters for Sprague. Serve from Snow. Returned by Everett. Cassidy was there. Wiley sets it up for Snow. Sails a little too far. Another back and forth. Another lead change. Crimson lead 8-7. Beverly does not want to drop a set to this far inferior Everett team. Cassidy. Wiley sets it up for Cassidy. And on the third attempt, Beverly can't get it over. Very uncharacteristic of Cassidy there. 9-7 lead for the Crimson now. Good serve there. First touch by McGarrigle. Wiley for Snow. Snow sends it over. Going to be set up for number 15. Another attack. I don't know if that's going to be a block for Mulligan or if that one just hit the net. Either way, Beverly point. Noonan entering for McGarrigle as Wiley gets ready for her service. Her team trailing 9-8 in the second set. It's going to be set up on the outside for number 15. Another bomb. Snow does a good job staying with it. It's going to be sent over by Wiley. Great job by this Beverly team, but they're going to have to do it again as number 15 comes again, and Snow does a great job of getting out of the way. 9-9 now. Wiley still serving. Great play by the libero Snow to jump out of the way of that one. Who knows? She could have been trying to save herself. I wouldn't want to get hit with one of those attacks. Another serve from Wiley. That one sails just too far. So another lead change. (10-9) Crimson lead in this second set. Number 11 serving. She's got a few good ones, but also a few of those. Another serving error for her. Second straight, actually, in this second set. And we're tied at 10 as Maddie Cassidy gets ready to serve. Neither team able to pull away in this second set. Let's see if Cassidy can get her team on the right track. She's the first there. Wiley, and then sent over by Mulligan. Good job by Beverly to just barely get it over. Mulligan going up against number 15, but it was the net that was her biggest opponent there, and the lead goes back to Everett. A lot of return errors, a lot of attack errors and serving errors in this second set, leading to a stalemate. 21 points into it. And a return error for Everett. 11-11. Make a wish. My wish is for Beverly to just pull ahead right here. That's my 11-11 wish, is we're going to get a timeout. Tied at 11. Neither team able to really pull away in the second set. It was Beverly who pulled away At about this point in the first set, when Noonan served 8 straight times, it was 9-9 at one point, and before you knew it, it was 17-9 Beverly lead. They eventually took that first set 25-15, and I'm expecting that same thing to happen here. Beverly, the superior team. They had things clicking there in that first set, but also it has a lot to do with that Everett team making mistakes, not even being able to return serves from Noonan. So Beverly needs to really lock down and not expect Everett to make the same mistakes they did in that first set, because if they're relying on that, that will not happen. Snow breaks it down, and Mulligan will look to serve to give her team the lead in the second set. Mulligan set up for number 15. Not a lot of mustard on that one. Beverly easily returns it. That's Noonan. It's going to be bumped. Good job by Cassidy keeping that one in play. Ellis, the attack, finds a corner. Beverly gets the lead, 12-11. Maybe that's the spark they needed, as Ellis didn't put a whole lot of power on that, but boy, could she find that corner. Mulligan has to be sent over. It's bumped over. Wiley for Noonan. Battle at the net. Spray's going to get called. Stepped over that line. Tied at 12 again. Snow in for Mulligan. Serving will be number 15. Good serve there. Tough play at the net. Noonan eventually gets it over. Heads up play there by Noonan. And it's returned by the Crimson. Wiley for Noonan. A Noonan shot. And that one drops. 13-12. Noonan will serve. Serve from Noonan, hits the net. Back and forth, back and forth. Neither team has had a 2-point lead since Everett led 4-2 earlier in this set. The serve. Ellis lets that one slide off the wrists. So a lead for Everett. Everett looking to gain a 2-point lead. Something neither team has done since Everett led 4-2 earlier in this set. And that one's going to sail out of bounds, and it still hasn't happened. 14-14. Back and forth, back and forth. Ellis to serve. She had an impressive kill moments ago, finding the corner. Seemed to adjust in midair with that serve. But either way, it's going to be a point for Beverly. She threw that ball up to start that serve, as Beverly leads now 15-14. Referees checking to make sure the score on the scoreboard's correct. It says 15-13 in here, but we all know it's 15-14. The GOAT scoreboard operator for BevCam, Robert Dokes, would never get that wrong. And by GOAT, I mean actual GOAT animal, not greatest of all time. He's a GOAT with a keyboard, and he can still count. Ellis looking to give Beverly a 2-point lead. Her serve. It's going to be returnable. Nice attack, kept up there by Ellis. Probably could have let that one go, but Beverly still playing this out. McGarrigle keeps it up. Wiley has to send it over. Good job by her. Set up. Libero, her attack. Lands in between McGarrigle and Snow, both looking at each other, and it's 15-15. Neither team can get a leg up here. Gonna start calling this team the Heart Attack Cats. Cardiac Cats, excuse me. Both kind of sound the same. And point Beverly as that serve from the Crimson hits the net. I'm willing to bet somehow the Crimson get this next point, and it's 16-16. Just something's telling me. It's just back and forth. Snow serve. Handled by the Crimson. They have to send it over on the third. They do. Cassidy first there. Wiley sets it up for Cassidy on the near side. And that one will fall. Point Beverly. Finally, a team gets a 2-point lead. It's been a long time since the beginning of this second set when the Crimson led 4-2. Snow will continue to serve. Maybe Beverly can pull away here now. Rocket from Mulligan. It's kept up, though, and she can't return the attack from number 11. 17-16. Wiley seems to be clarifying with the refs about something. Wiley, Mulligan, her attack finds some paint, 18-16. And Wiley will start her service as Noonan will replace McGarrigle. Serve from Wiley off of a Crimson defender, 19-16, Crimson player. Beverly leads 19-16 in the second set, looking to go up 2-0. Goes off the wrist, it has to be returned, it's returnable, and I believe Beverly's going to get credit for that anyway, as it was palmed by the libero on Everett. 2016 lead now for the Panthers. Wiley still serving. There for the Panthers is Wiley, Snow, Ellis, Cassidy, Mulligan, and Noonan. One's going to sail. I believe that got in. I believe it got corner, and they're going to have a reserve, but I believe that got corner. Coach Padavani really, she knew it too. She's rubbing her face. She knew it. If only we had some replay. Robert, let's get on that. We got a lot of money. Wiley with the serve. Sent immediately back. Noonan was not ready for it, so after the ace that was taken off the board, that should have been an ace from Wiley, put Beverly up 21-16, gets taken off the board. The reserve results in a Crimson point, and it's 20-17. Snow. Wiley for Cassidy. That was a rocket. She finds the hardwood. 21-17 lead for the Panthers. Cassidy will serve now after getting credit for that kill. Cassidy, the jump serve. Nicely done off the libero, 22-17. Beverly looking to close this one out. Cassidy getting credit for the last two Beverly points. 1 kill, 1 ace. And another point for Beverly. Libero couldn't handle it. 23-17. Cassidy closing the door on the Everett Crimson in this second set. Cassidy. Another one, 24-17. Cassidy single-handedly finishing this one out for the Panthers. Set point for the Panthers. Cassidy, can she close it out? Looks like it's going to be returned by number 15. Nice attack. Snow keeps it up. Wiley, it's going to have to be sent over. Snow does. Play at the net. Won by Beverly. Mulligan sends that one down as Beverly takes the second set, 25-17. This one was neck and neck all the way up. It's tied 4-4, then 5-5, all the way up to 14-14 until Beverly took a 16-14 lead and didn't really look back as they closed the door on the Crimson in that second set, and they take it 25-17 after winning the first 25-15. Beverly up 2-0. They'll try to close the door on the Crimson for good on this third and hopefully final set. We'll be back momentarily here at the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse. You're watching BevCam on Channel 22.
Creativity is putting your imagination to work, and it's produced the most extraordinary results in human culture. Dreams come from inspiration. Inspiration comes from an idea. And ideas come from creativity. We believe in raising up a new generation of creative minds. And it all starts with you. Help sponsor the award-winning Beverly High School Media Program so the students can have the resources they need to make dreams happen.
Welcome back to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here at Beverly High School. I'm Alex Saluco on Channel 22, bringing you Beverly High School Volleyball as they host the Everett Crimson. Beverly cruising, winning the first two sets, 25-15, then 25-17. Clearly the better team here tonight. I don't expect Everett to get more than 12 points here in this third set. Beverly sends out Noonan, Cassidy, Mulligan, McGarrigle, Snow, and Bearer will start the service here for the Panthers. The sophomore, her first action tonight. A serving specialist for this Beverly team. There's that running jump serve from the right side, and that one well off the mark. Usually exiting after a set, or after a serve, Bearer's going to stay in, so Padavani getting her sophomore some extended playing time here in this third set. I like that move. And that one's going to be sent out of bounds by Everett, so it's 1-1. As Ellis comes in for McGarrigle, serving will be Cassidy. Cassidy was the one who ended that second set in dramatic fashion for the Panthers, having a part in the team's final 5 points. Cassidy, in my mind, the best all-around player on this Beverly team. Both at the line, at the net, and her attacks on the outside, and she proves it there with an ace. Cassidy still serving. One sky high. It's going to be sent over on the third attempt, and it is. Cassidy's there. Bearer will set it up for Snow in the middle. Lofts that one up. Attack from number 15 gets past the block attempt of Mulligan. Point Everett. Cassidy and Snow getting a bit confused, and Bearer can't send that one over the net. So the Crimson take a 3-2 lead, their first lead in this third set. Serve. Bearer sets it up for Ellis. She lost that one, can't fire. 3-3. Ellis ties it up as Sprague comes in for Snow. And Cassie will get a breather. It's going to be Ellie Brown, Jr., getting her first action tonight. Mulligan will serve to give her team the lead in this third set. Going to be sent over. Actually, that one's sent almost under the net. 4-3 lead for the Panthers. Still serving is Mulligan. Third attempt from the Crimson is successful. Bearer bumps it for Sprague. She sends it over. Attack from number 15. Ribero's going to have to do something with it now. Nice attack there, getting past Brown. 5-4 lead for the Crimson as Mulligan is out and Snow is in. Serve from number 15 just hits the top of the net, drops down, back to Beverly, and they regain the lead. Noonan to serve now. Coach Padavani and the Panthers hoping this set doesn't continue like the second set did, where we were just back and forth the whole time. Beverly would like to get something going a little earlier as Noonan gets the ace there for the Panthers, give her team a 2-point lead in the third set. Serve from Noonan, just past that back corner. Serve from the Crimson. It's a short one. Ellis is there. Kept up by Sprague. Has to be sent over. Difficult play by Brown. She can't get it done, and we're tied at 6. In the third set, there was a very tough play there for Brown to make. Another serve from Everett, this one for the lead. Ellis couldn't handle it, but great play by Noonan to keep it up, and it's sent over, hits that top, so right next to the scoreboard, but they gave the point to Everett. So I guess that must be out of bounds if you hit that divider up there. So Everett leads 7-6 as that sails out of bounds, and Beverly get a chance to serve as Cassidy comes back in for Brown. And McGarrigle comes in for Ellis. McGarrigle will be the one to serve for the Panthers, try to give them this lead. Now we're knotted at 7 in the third set. Beverly leading 2-0. Serve from McGarrigle sails out of bounds, and This set unfolding much like the second set did. A lot of back and forth. Serve. First touch by Snow, then McGarrigle. Sent over by Bear. Bear's there. Cassidy with the attack, just far. 2-point lead now for Everett. Beverly in danger of dropping a set here to the Crimson. A lot of Everett's points this entire match have been on errors that the Panthers have committed. As Cassidy, she got that line. Ooh, they're going to give it to Everett. Thought that hit the line there. 10-7 Everett leading, just as I said. An error for Beverly, giving the Crimson a point as it goes back the other way as Beverly comes within 2. Snow to serve. Third attempt for Everett. Sent over past the diving Cassidy. Another 3-point lead for the Crimson. We haven't seen any Gebhardt in this third set. We haven't seen Wiley at all in this set as Beverly gets point. Be interesting to see if Coach Padavani keeps them onto the bench and elects to give McGarrigle and Bear some more minutes, even though Beverly could drop this third set. Serving again is Bear. She started this third set for the Panthers. This one results in a Beverly point. First one, remember, was off the mark, but that one was a beauty. Past the diving attempt of an Everett player. Beverly back within 1 now. Serve from Bear. Attack from number 15. Sent right back by McGarrigle. Great play and an even better play by the Crimson as they get it over in 2. Bear sets it up for Mulligan. Past the double block. She keeps it up though. Good volley here. The best one we've seen all game as it's kept up after an attack attempt from Cassidy. Number 15 again. Bear, first one there. That one almost hitting the referee. 12-10 Crimson lead now as Everett wins that battle. And the best volley we've seen all night. Snow. Bear sets it up for Mulligan. That one got in there. 12-11 Mulligan credited with that kill as Ellis will come in for McGarrigle now. Mulligan having herself a steady game here against the Crimson, and serving will now be Cassidy. Cassidy with very good services here tonight for the Panthers. See if she can string together another one, as this one's going to start off pretty well, as it almost results in a Beverly point and eventually results in a Crimson point. Cassidy out of position there. She had to go back against her body to try to keep it up. 13-11 lead for the Crimson now. Snow keeps it in front of her. Has to send it over. She can't, as Bear got that over to her in a weird position. Coach Padavani going to call a timeout with the Crimson leading 14-11, and she can't be happy with her team's performance in this third set. Beverly by far the better team here. And I think I'm more upset because I said Everett wouldn't get more than 12 points, and I'm almost never wrong. Just ask me, I'll tell you I am never wrong. Mark Lehman's nodding his head, he knows. Everett already out of their huddle. Coach Padavani taking a little more time. It hasn't been Everett in this game. It's been Beverly getting in their own heads, the unforced errors, the service errors, the return errors, attacking errors. If Everett wins this set, it's not because they took it, it's because Beverly let them have it. Out there for the Panthers is Mulligan, Noonan, Bear, Ellis, Cassidy, and Snow. Haven't seen Wiley this set, haven't seen Gebhardt since the first set. Ellis sends it over. Set up. Attack from the libero, sent right back by Bear. Awkward play here for the Crimson. A lot of miscommunication, and Beverly gets the point. Two Crimson players running into each other at two separate points in that return attempt as Cassidy exits and Brown enters. Mulligan, the serve. It's going to be sent over on the third attempt. That one, I believe, sails out of bounds. It does. Point Beverly, they're back to within one now. 14-13. Beverly just needs to play a steady game, and Everett will make their mistakes. That's just the way that their team has played tonight. All Beverly has to do is just play their game, play steady. Let Everett make the mistakes and not you, as we're tied at 14 now. Mulligan still serving. An ace there for Mulligan. Beverly takes the lead, 15-14. It was once 14-11, but since Beverly has notched 4 straight. Whatever Coach Padavani said in that huddle, I would like around break time at work so I could get through the rest of my day. These girls are motivated. Sent over. Kept up nicely there by Mulligan. She's had herself a heck of a third set. Returned, even if it got past, Sprague was there for the block. 16-14 Beverly lead. They're looking to run away with this one and send Everett home. Down 3-0. Just need 9 more points. Mulligan's still serving. 5 straight tallied from the Panthers. They're looking for 6 now. That's going to be 6. And I believe Everett head coach John DeBeso is going to call a timeout after his team was once up 14-11. It's now 17-14 in favor of the Panthers. Whatever Coach Padavani said in that huddle, it worked. And a lot of what I've been saying, it's Everett that is letting Beverly make these mistakes. And since that timeout called by Coach Padavani, it's been Everett making 5 crucial mistakes in a row to give Beverly a 3-point lead here late in the third set. Beverly with 5 games left on their schedule after today. The next 2 are going to be away at Lynn English on the 18th and at Winthrop on the 20th. They'll be back home on the 24th to host Revere and 26th to host on the 26th to host Lynn Classical. That'll be senior night for the Panthers. They'll finish out the season on October 27th at Stoneham, and hopefully we'll be seeing these Panthers in some playoff action. Right now they need to get through Everett. They lead 17-14 in the third set. Bear for Sprague. She'll send it over past the double block. Point Beverly. Sprague playing sparingly in this third set. But here, when it counts, give her team a 4-point lead. Mulligan still serving. In the second set, it was Noonan that gave Beverly a long service for the lead. In this one, it's Mulligan. Attack from number 15, not a lot of power. Bears there. Mulligan. For Noonan, she sends it over. Another attack from number 15. That one had some power. Bear couldn't get under it. Snow in for Mulligan now. (18-15) lead for the Panthers. Brown kept it up, and then it was Noonan and Bear. A great play by the Panthers. Bear now serving it up for Sprague in the middle. That one hits the net. Point Crimson. 18-16 lead for the Panthers still. Everett scored twice in a row off of a couple Beverly errors. Serve from the libero. First touch by the Beverly libero, Snow. Brown sends it over. Bear. Noonan. Across court to Ellis. Point. She finds hardwood. 19-16. She's had a couple big kills here for the Panthers. And serving will be Noonan. Still haven't decided if one of her attacks are going to be called a noon bomb or a noon shot. I like both. That one, however, hits the hardwood. Going to have to put out a Twitter poll for that. A noon bomb or a noon shot. Both have a certain ring to it. 19-17. Beverly still leading. Ellis sends it over. Almost returned by the Crimson. Great play by number 9 to try to keep that up and send it over, but Beverly will ultimately win the point. They take the lead 20-17 as McGarrigle and Cassidy come in for Brown and Ellis. Ellis, couple big kills here for the Panthers tonight. McGarrigle coming in to serve for her. Serve from McGarrigle. Return from the Crimson. One sails a little wide. Beverly enjoying a 4-point lead late in the third set. McGarrigle looking to close it out. Beverly wins the first set 25-15. The second 25-17. Definitely the better team here tonight. And you expected this third set to be a little more dominated by Beverly, but Coach Padavani electing to sit Wiley for the duration of this third set. Sprague has seen limited action. It was Bear and Brown who got some valuable minutes for this team to really see what they have to maybe extend this rotation. You can never be too sure with who you're going to have on and off the court with injuries and such as McGarrigle's serve hits the net. It's a good call there by Coach Padavani. Getting her younger, more inexperienced players some minutes while ultimately, hopefully, winning the set as well. So the best of both worlds. That return, that one sails wide. Point Beverly. Mulligan's going to come in for Sprague. Returned by Everett. Beverly just needing 2 more points to close this one out. Cassidy just drops it. And this time she gets a little more powerful. Will she have a third attempt? She will. And that one hits the ground. So Cassidy couldn't get it on the first, couldn't get it on the second. Like I said before, third time's a charm. 24-18, it's match point in Snow. The real vocal leader, the libero for this Beverly team, will look to close it out. Her serve, a line drive. Can it be sent over? It is. McGarrigle. Bear sets it up for Mulligan. Trying to end it. Snow keeps it up. Bear can't do anything with it. The Crimson are still alive. It's 24-19. McGarrigle sends it immediately back, immediately sent back by number 11. McGarrigle's first there. Bear sets it up. McGarrigle bumps it over. Great placement. Beverly takes this third set 25-19 after taking the second 25-17 in the first 25-15. Beverly wins in 3 straight sets and defeats the Everett Crimson. Beverly improving to 9-6 on the season, and as I said before, they have 5 games left. They travel to Lynn English on the 18th and to Winthrop on the 20th before they come home for 2 straight home games. They host Revere on the 24th and Classical on the 26th. That will be senior night here at Beverly High School. They round out the season the next night. The second of a back-to-back will be an away game at Stoneham, and hopefully we see this Beverly team in the playoffs. This rotation continues to get deeper, not something we normally see from a Padavani team, but this is by far the most talented team she's had, I believe, in her career here as the head coach at Beverly High School. You have Wiley, Noonan, Mulligan, Sprague leading the NEC in blocks. Maddie Cassidy, one of the best all-around players I've seen in my 5 years doing this. Brianna Snow, a great leader, great defensive specialist, and really brings it all 110% of the time. McGarrigle coming in big in her limited minutes, as well as Bear, and even Ellie Brown continuing to improve. And don't forget the addition of Mariana Ellis coming back. And this team was good last year, and you add Julia Gebhardt, a transfer from Hamilton Wenham. Only saw her in the first set here tonight, but she has played very well for this team all season long, and this rotation is something to be very, very excited about if you're a Beverly Panther volleyball fan. For Mark Lehman on camera, Robert Dokes, the producer, I'm Alex Saluco for BevCam on Channel 22. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.